application running, and we had to clone that repo and then install the npm dependencies, and then run npm start to start this application locally on port 3000. What we want to do right now is we want to containerize this application. First of all, we need to download Docker desktop. So go online, Google Docker desktop, and then download it. Once you have that running, is an exe, you install the software, you have something that looks like this. Okay, so, and one other thing we need to do in case you're running into any errors is to enable virtualization. You can use ChatGPT or Google to find out how to enable virtualization, because you don't want to run into errors. So you have to do that first. Then you have to download Docker Desktop and then you install it. So moving on, how do we relate all of this? Docker Desktop, and then there's Docker Hub. Docker Hub, the same way you have Git and then you have GitHub, it's the same way you have Docker and then you have Docker Hub. Okay, so Git is the technology, GitHub is kind of like the repository. We have Docker, which is the technology, and then we have Docker Hub, which is kind of a repository where Docker images are stored and like published. Okay, so this is Docker Hub, and when you're doing Docker, there's something called the base image. The base image is kind of like, for short of words, I would say kind of like an OS base where you now build your other things on top, where you build your applications on top. So if you come to Docker Hub, we have all kinds of lightweight, keyword lightweight, images, right? Nginx, Ubuntu, Python, Redis, all kinds of things that would help you easily create a container out of your application. But this is the application, the bank app currently running, and we want to Dockerize this application. So what we need to do is, after you have installed Docker, you have to check the version of Docker running to make sure Docker is running on your computer. You just basically do, I'm looking for a terminal I can use now. Okay, let's use this. You do Docker-V. So with Docker-V, we can check the Docker version. We know Docker is running. Now, please make sure you have Docker Desktop also up and running, or you may run into errors. So we know Docker is running now. We have to create something called a Docker.